Assassinations, attempts, and politics, we haven't seen this kind of violence on our soil since like the 60s. President JFK, Martin Luther King Jr., Bobby Kennedy, all of them assassinated in a span of 5 years. Well, with this latest attempt on a leader's life, a lot of people are asking, what is happening in this country?
We're at a temperature level we haven't seen since the late 60s. And to be honest, it feels worse to me than the late 60s because then it felt like it was just a few people that might be willing to resort to that. But the people that you're seeing now doing this are don't really have a big dog in the fight. They're just mad and willing to shoot somebody over it.
There is no question there is a divide between red and blue. You see these fists kind of hitting one another. It's conflict. But I got to tell you, if you step back a bit and you look, you're going to see that there are people on both sides. UNCG professor Tom Little says the political temperature may be up in this country because we're seeing red or blue versus human first.
People are willing to resort to violence and physical altercations in a way they used to not. And you can even see it in the rhetoric when you're on social media, the things that people say to each other and call each other that they would never in the past have done that.
Tom says lawmakers are now taking note of the rising temperature, the political temperature, and they're asking for workshops on civility, which is, well, let's give you the definition: formal politeness and courtesy in behavior or speech. Have you seen that in Facebook conversations lately? It doesn't say anywhere in the civility definition that you have to agree with people. The 5 principles of civility laid out by the National Institute for Civil Discourse include engaging in differences, not ignoring them, listening for understanding, engaging with empathy and humility, principled advocacy, and looking for common ground. So let me give you an example for your next Facebook conversation.
Not listening to your argument. I'm listening for you to take a breath so I can tell you the way it really is. And that's what we're doing most of the time. But if you change your mindset and you listen to really hear what they're saying, and one good way to do that is to try to repeat it and say, do I understand you correctly that this is what you're saying? And try to do that. And the second is when we go to the point where it's just name calling and we're no longer talking about the issue. And again, you're no longer my opponent. Now you're my mortal enemy who's trying to ruin the world as we know it. And when you get to that point, there really is no way to come to any kind of consensus.